Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this. Here we go. Get the flag. I'm going to run you off the screen. Alert three. Alert three. Watch the eye. Alert flare.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 55.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Game time.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. This will be caught by Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Topper! Now!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Orbit!
On 2nd down now, it's Evans. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Crunch.
Hey, Delta! They go!
To throw is Tannehill. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down. Hey, exit!
Check nickel. Showing it.
Big grip!
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 3. Kill.
Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Switch. 58 to Mike.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Take 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Shoot!
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You can't block me.
Go!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, deep. Tighten up. Let's go, deep.
Tannehill now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Smith.
Watch the screen. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. So don't say nothing.
Now.
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, Dobbins, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch who goes quicker. Four down. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here we go. Watch twist.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Deshaun Hall in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Check. Hey, zoom.
58, boys, 58.
Go. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Army.
Get it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yep.
On second down now. It's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. He's got Smith here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Woo!
5.
Now Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
58 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. 58, right over there, right over there.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On second and 10, Tannehill. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, and it's third down.
Set. 10 logo. Hey, Echo.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Deep grip.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
I'm going to hit you.
A loss of 10 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some...
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Deshaun Hall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Jackson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jackson throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Set, ready, 30 base. General West. Shoot.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I'm here all day.
Bravo.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58.
Hey.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58 to Mike, 58.
Hit it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Third down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit. Hey, Haywood!
And the blitz does come. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Jackson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Smooth. Get it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill escaping the press, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jake Ryan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Tannehill in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
That's 57's Mike. I got wide. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Stay with me.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Room past the 20. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go again.
5.
Mike 51. Here we go. 51's a Mike. 51's a Mike.
Let go.
Tannehill now to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. Let's get the ball.
Hey, Alpha.
51.
Big rip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They're running it. Checklist.
They'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies...
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Check, check.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D.
Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
That's how we do it.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, complete. Smith has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I got you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Bravo.
Watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58.
Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Hey, I got motion.
To throw again. Jackson. They'll rifle this one deep right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
And what? Go.
Here's Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Get it.
Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Derek Wolfe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Look, squeeze.
To throw is Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play there out of the running game. 31 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing now is Jackson, rolling to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year.
Watch the twist.
Take four, take four.
He's crashing.
80 weapon. Smith.
They'll run on first down. Evans. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Let's get it. 57.
Tannehill now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Come to my world. Hey, seam 6.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Yeah.
Now Tannehill. And this is caught by Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
I smell fear in that. Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 57.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Ready?
Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Five. Get ready.
Mike's 57, 57.
Hey, Sam off. Rush in. Hey, Alpha. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hatchet. He's checking. Crash.
Hey.
Let's go.
Now it's Tannehill.
Go.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is in for